Hey everybody, there are a few updates that I've done to this 2015 Mondraker Foxy XR. So one, I changed the fork back to 140mm with a 20mm offset race. I had an external dropper so I can run the full 150mm of travel with full insertion. I'll tell you why I went with external dropper. I also put in a microshift 10 speed. So let me zoom in and we can talk in detail. So if you remember, I put in a Mondraker Bomber 170mm travel fork, but that was a lot of travel for trail riding. So that's the reason why I changed it back to the Manitou Minute Pro with 140mm travel. I did put in, let's see if I can zoom in. Yeah, I did put in a 6mm offset race. The whole point being I wanted to maintain similar geometry, so that's the reason why there's a 6mm offset, because I did reduce the travel by almost 30 millimeters. You also notice I've installed a 150mm dropper. So the whole point of having an external dropper, I couldn't install a 150mm dropper if it's internally routed, because the trigger mechanism at the bottom would be the limiting factor, because there is a little channel here or a shaft here that's going to prevent a full insertion. So 130mm with internal dropper was the maximum I could go. So now with choosing an external dropper, I'm able to put in a full 150mm, as well as you notice there's a routing available below the top tube. So I use that for the router, for routing the cable. I think it's pretty neat, clean, and easy to maintain. And the final update I've made, I added in a 10-speed microshift 11 to 46 cassette along with the derailleur. So those are the updates. Please stay tuned for a time-lapse video. I still need to take this out on a trail. Probably another video on the ride impression. So I bought the P&W dropper with an external cable, the P&W Cascade. It's 150mm. So this is what I mean. So usually the dropper mechanism takes up a few additional inch or two. So with an external dropper, you can avoid that. So now I have a 150mm dropper. Okay, you can see that it's pretty much the same as the 130mm dropper we are holding right now. So that's really the advantage here. Okay, I actually have about 11 inches, so that's plenty. So it shouldn't be a problem. It's a 10 speed 11 to 48 compared to the 9 speed box 2 with 11 to 50, which is about 624 grams. This is 424 grams. Essentially this is 200 grams lighter.